Shanks and Dracula Mihawk vs. Blackbeard final battle in the world. With Mihawk and Shanks dying. Do you want this to happen? Will it happen? Will this be an epic fight? Red Hair Pirates and Dracula Mihawk vs. Blackbeard Pirates. Many fans believe that Shanks has a very deep personal history with Blackbeard, Shanks' scar, and that the old Yonko will soon challenge the new Yonko, Shanks vs. Blackbeard. With Shanks and Blackbeard fighting, their crews will also fight. Interesting is, that from what we've seen so far, both pirate crews have exactly 10 members. Coincidence? I doubt it. Same counts for the Straw Hats. Now you could make a case for the Blackbeard Pirates having 11 members, because of Stronger the Horse, he might be a zone user. Blackbeard's crew has 10 captains, Jesus Burgess being the first captain. Blackbeard himself plus 10 captains would be 11 members. If one of these is true, and I think it is, then the BB Pirates would have one more member than the Red Hair Pirates. Here is where Dracula Mihawk comes into play. He and Shanks can be considered good friends, and he would never stand still while Shanks is in great danger. What I am getting at are 3 key matchups: Shanks vs. Teach, Mihawk vs. Shiryu, Usopp vs. Van Ogre. And if you remember the title of this thread, you know what comes next. Teach kills Shanks. Shiryu kills Mihawk. Van Ogre kills Usopp. This would lead to a whole new level of emotion and drama in the One Piece story. Luffy wouldn't be able to return the hat. Zoro wouldn't be able to defeat the one he tried to surpass his entire life, and Usopp wouldn't be able to reunite with his dad as a brave warrior of the sea. This would also increase the friction/hatred between Luffy and Blackbeard to infinity. Especially Usopp, Zoro and Luffy would then have a personal vendetta against the BB Pirates, and their wish for vengeance might be a huge task for the other Straw Hats to handle, and to keep the harmony in the Straw Hat crew. Unfortunately, I can see this happening. I really can. No, I'm usually not the biggest fan of the whole Blackbeard kills Shanks thing. I mean, it does seem possible, in terms of story progression etc., but Oda has hyped Shanks so freaking much that I can't imagine anyone actually beating him. But yeah, I think it's actually very likely for Shanks being killed by Blackbeard. About the Shiryu kills Mihawk thing, well, I was calling that from the very beginning. It only makes sense. If BB will be Luffy's final opponent before the big war starts, then Shiryu will be Zoro's final opponent. And since Zoro wants to become the strongest swordsman, it only makes sense that Shiryu takes Mihawk's title before he actually clashes with Zoro. I wonder if Van Ogre was able to surpass Usopp in such a short amount of time, but it seems possible as well. That is all for this video. Be sure to rate, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to leave video suggestions. This video was made by Truck100. Shanks vs. Blackbeard final fight. Shanks dies. Do you think this will happen? Will this be Shanks' last fight? It's already been hinted that Shanks cross blows with Teach sometime in the past. This was first revealed during the conversation between Shanks and Whitebeard. Shanks stated he received an direct attack from Teach. During the Fishman Island arc, I believe there was a panel with Blackbeard holding a claw-type weapon, which is how Shanks received that scar on his face. Do you guys think at some point during New World Shanks and Teach will cross paths and fight each other again? Who do you think will win in this fight? What if Shanks dies during the fight with Teach? Will this help Luffy mature some as a character? I think Shanks and Teach will cross paths in New World. The hints are there. I think we'll get a more detailed flashback on Shanks and Teach first encounter when they meet in the New World. Teach, in my opinion, will defeat Shanks since Teach is a up character in One Piece, plus Teach has been stealing devil fruits in the New World too. We don't know much about Shanks' feats, but it's going to be interesting to see Shanks fight full out, if this happens. When it comes to Luffy as one of those characters you can't help but like nothing wrong with that. I just think Luffy lacks maturity and wisdom to be an actual captain. If Shanks actually dies from this fight with Teach, I think Luffy will gain a little maturity, which he needs in my opinion. Luffy will eventually be Pirate King, and he will fight with BB for it. He will defeat him. Zoro, Sanji and rest of the crew will fight with BB crew other members. Luffy will have help, of course, it's Shanks. But BB will pull out some big massive destructive attack that will go only in one direction. When I say one direction, I think it will be focus power that one-shots the target. Shanks will not stand by and watch Luffy die within that attack, so he will probably appear at that attack and tries to stop it. That will be BB's final and last atom of power. So Shanks dies, Luffy gets mad and probably says I didn't want any help. Shanks smiles. He doesn't have will of the D. But he will smile. Then Luffy rips apart BB, and takes off his hat and places on him and says I've finally made my dream into reality, this belongs to you, and after that it will something about Pirate King stuff happen.